Dell's laptops have been considered the gold standard when it comes to premium notebooks for quite a while now, so when I was choosing a new laptop for video editing, I pretty quickly settled on the Dell XPS 15. This is a really powerful laptop thanks to its NVIDIA GTX 1050 Ti graphics card and Intel Core i7 processor. It's got an absolutely gorgeous design with its slim, modern, industrial finish, incredibly thin bezels, and beautiful display. It's not that expensive when it comes in at $1,000 to start, and honestly this is just one of the very best Windows laptops you can buy. There's a lot I like about the Dell XPS 15, so in this review I'm just going to be unpacking why I think this is the best premium laptop on the market right now. When it comes to design, the Dell XPS 15 really knocks it out of the park. It's got a clean industrial silver aluminum lid, and then also a soft touch black interior, so it looks pretty minimalistic, and honestly it looks pretty similar to its predecessors. Considering that the only thing on the front is the Dell logo in the very center, it also bears some resemblance to the 15-inch Apple MacBook Pro, and all of these laptops are laptops that I really like the designs of, so they're definitely compliments when I say it's similar to them. The XPS 15 is also one of the slimmer notebooks you can buy. It tapers from 0.5 to 0.7 inches, but most of its competitors come in at thicker. The Surface Book 2 is 0.9 inches, the HP Spectre X360 is 0.8 inches, the Huawei MateBook Pro is actually slightly thinner at 0.6 inches, but it also has a smaller 14-inch screen. And the XPS 15 doesn't scrimp on ports either. You got enough ports to make it a really good gaming notebook, or also just a really solid workstation. On the right you've got a USB 3.1 Type A port, an SD card reader, a Snowball lock slot, and a battery status indicator flanked by 5 lights, and there's another Type A port along the left, along with a Thunderbolt 3 and HDMI 2.0, a headset jack, and a port for the AC adapter. The XPS 15 also has something else which a lot of notebooks in its class don't have, which is an absolutely gorgeous screen. Even though I only opted for the 1080p non-touch version of the XPS 15, it still has amazingly rich color and sharp detail. I wasn't surprised to learn that it can reproduce 115% of the sRGB gamut, which is a really good result, and if you upgrade to the 4K version, you're actually getting something even better. That covers 160% of the sRGB spectrum. Both models are way past the 111% premium laptop average, so honestly if you're watching movies, editing photos, playing games, or doing anything else that involves graphics on the XPS 15, you won't be disappointed. And speaking of gaming and performance, that's honestly the reason why I chose the XPS 15 to begin with. I'm running the 1080p XPS 15 with a 2.2 GHz Intel Core i7 8750H processor with 16GB of RAM, and with that I was able to do video editing, I was able to run Windows Defender while having a bunch of tabs open in Chrome, I was able to play Overwatch, I was able to do everything I would do on a desktop computer with absolutely no problem and no lag. Benchmark scores also back up that this laptop is really powerful. When it comes to Geekbench 4, the XPS 15 got a score of 19,880, which is way better than the 11,492 premium laptop average, and well beyond the Surface Book and the Spectre X360. The XPS 15 also did way better than the category average when it came to fully rendering a 4K video. It was way faster than the Spectre X360 and the Surface Book, and even faster than the MacBook Pro from what I've heard. The one thing you should know about the XPS 15 is that performance does take a hit when this laptop isn't charging, but it isn't that noticeable, and there's also a range of customization options where you can gear it more towards battery life or more towards performance, so if you need more performance in a given second, you'll be able to make this laptop do what you want whether or not it's plugged in. One of the reasons for the XPS 15's really good performance is just that it does a really good job of staying cool. When I was looking at this laptop, I didn't see any reviews that mentioned it getting above 92 to 93 degrees Fahrenheit, and when I was using this laptop that was definitely backed up. The fans came on kind of loudly a couple of different times, but the keyboard was never too hot, and even underneath the laptop it was never too hot to touch. Honestly, if I was going to pick anything to dislike about the XPS 15, it would be something really small, and that's the position of the webcam. It's at the very bottom of the screen, underneath the Dell logo, and that makes apps that involve facecam and anything that involves video chatting very uncomfortable because the camera's pointed up at you rather than being eye level. Dell does actually recognize that this is a problem because they've actually fixed the webcam placement with the new XPS 13 2019 edition, but for the XPS 15 2018, this is something that you will have to deal with. Overall though, the XPS 15 is just a really amazing laptop. It's got a gorgeous bezel-less display, a really thin and powerful design, a really comfortable keyboard and trackpad, and actually pretty affordable prices for what you're getting. If you're interested in getting a laptop that is on the more premium end of the spectrum, whether you need it for really hardcore work purposes or for gaming, the XPS 15 is definitely something you should consider. While there's no one standout feature on the XPS 15, it's just a really solid laptop overall, and there's nothing about this laptop that's going to constantly be annoying you. And for that reason, I would definitely recommend you check it out. But with that said, give me your opinions on the XPS 15 in the comment section down below, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and with that said, I will see you next time.